Well, hello. I mean, I hope you got your 90 minutes back because we certainly won't. Now that's a bit harsh. Welcome to Liverpool 0, Manchester United 0 reaction as while the two teams at the top, United stay top. So I'm happy about that. At Anfield with a draw, but for Luke and Joe, our Liverpool fans might not be. It ended goalless. And it was kind of written in the stars, really, over their 90 minutes. Liverpool had probably better opportunities, but Leighton Fernandez with a near moment of getting it past Alisson, but a great save from the Brazilian goalkeeper kept it at 0-0. Luke, let's start off with you. It's a weird one, isn't it? Because, I mean, it was at Anfield. United probably went to go and play Liverpool at the right time with a bit of a weaker squad and no fans, which, of course, really does play a big part.
Jeez, I'm not getting that 90 plus minutes back again. Jeez, that was a poor game. That was like the West Brom home game, the Newcastle away game, Southampton away. Third consecutive game where Liverpool don't score. And for me, I feel like that front three, I think it's run its course, I think. It's not the same. There's no that zip, quick, intricate passing. I thought Firmino was poor. Salah was poor. I wonder if Luke Shaw's going to let him out of his pocket later on to go home. But I thought, Mane was poor. I thought, Liverpool needed to win this game, really, because they're still 3 points behind United. I expect them to go fourth after the City Palace game, and then you got Villa with their games in hand. They can go above us if they beat City and Everton. You've got Everton with their game in hand. They go above us if they win. And obviously City, they've got a couple of games in hand. If they win them, they'll go above. So you're thinking by the time this game are played, you're looking at Liverpool in sixth. Liverpool drawn 7 games this season. Brighton have drawn more. And it's so frustrating that Liverpool are left playing Fabinho and Henderson at centre-back. And probably this is the thing that's going to cost Liverpool, will be the fact that there is no defenders at the club. You've got Matip that you've got to wrap up. Joe Gomez.
But they were really good defensive today.
Yeah.
Fabinho especially.
I'd rather have Fabinho and Henderson in midfield.
Yeah.
Not at the back.
Yeah.
And I guess that's poor planning from the club. They must have known when they sold Lovren. They must have known we're going to trust Matip and Gomez, who can't stay fit, and Fabinho,
especially in a tight season.
Yeah, and especially where you're praying Van Dijk doesn't get injured. Well, guess what? He's injured. And I know there's stuff online with him, doing ball work, and there's rumours saying he could make it back in March. I'm thinking March. Jeez, I don't want to see Van Dijk this season at all. I don't want to see him at the Euros. I don't want him to be rushed because he's like the linchpin, and now you're seeing that effect throughout the team. The attack's not the same, the midfield's not the same. I think Wijnaldum, for me, him not getting a new contract. I know he works hard, but for me, I thought he was poor. He looks like he's checked out. Looks like he's getting ready. He's packing up. He's going to Barca. Liverpool need major investment in the summer. I know it's been rumoured that Liverpool are going to go and have a massive summer, but Liverpool need a massive January. We need bodies in the door.
Joe,
this title is slipping away.
Joe, I was just thinking before we started our recording. I was thinking about my first thoughts after that game, and I thought to myself, Liverpool have that front line of Mane, Salah, and Firmino, which is a lot more threatening than what United had. But there was nothing really there from them. I thought, if anything, the best chance came from Thiago with his shot outside the box. Is that a big worry for Liverpool at the moment? Because, both teams I thought were average today. They didn't really turn up for me. But I feel like for Liverpool at the moment, the last few games, they can't score goals. They don't know how to score goals. But, yeah, again, I'd say the same for United. United can't get a few goals in one game. So, this is our top 2 in the Premier League. Is that... Surely it's not going to stay like that if they carry on playing like this.
Big worry. It's a big worry as a Liverpool fan that our front three that's been so consistent since 2017-18 season when it was first put together just can't seem to get a goal from anywhere. Can't just nothing. I don't know what's going on. I think since the rumours, I've said this time and time again in multiple videos, since the rumours of Mo Salah being unhappy before Christmas come out, he's been woeful. He's been shocking. And I think that's affected the other two because the other two players see. I know people are saying that, it's just paper rumours, but his agent hasn't come out and quashed him like he has in the past.
Yeah.
And I know Fabinho said in an interview today, Mo's happy to my knowledge. I was thinking, well, he's not going to come out and say he's unhappy to the press, is he? Because that's just going to cause even more unrest. I think Mane wasn't too bad today. He did cause some problems, and Mino was getting in the right places, but he's just not quick enough on the front three in the final third again. And that's probably a couple of seasons, last season and seasons before, it was pass, 1-2, touch, in behind. And teams seem to have figured us out a little bit. And I think might need, I can see the breakup with the front three in the summer. I can see Mo Salah ended up somewhere else, whether that's Madrid, Paris or something, I don't know. But I think it's a bit worrying. Concerned to Manchester United, I think they're just still building their side up, so they could have the potential next season.
Seb, I guess from the United's perspective, it's a good result. I think it's a good result, and to stay top as well, and to get some from Anfield, which has not been an easy place in the last few head-to-heads recently. But if you think about it, for United though, they're still undefeated since the Arsenal defeat back in October, and it's because of that turnaround they are top. But again, they haven't been able to get a win over a top 6 club.
No, but then if you're not going to beat them, at least don't let them gain the points on top of you. So I suppose there's a positive in that sense. I mean, Man United played the league game against Burnley in the week. So, and as we mentioned, Pogba and co played all the 90 minutes. So you'd expect them to be a bit tired. Liverpool had a week for this. And even so, last week was their game against Aston Villa on the Friday night, which they should have had a week inside out, or they kind of did have a week inside out, if not as Southampton on the Monday. And they didn't look as fresh as you'd want them to. Even just, and I know Thiago's a great player, but it seemed like that he's not on the strikers weren't on the same wavelength as him. He put in some great balls, but then they just wouldn't get on the end of it. That front three looks like it's rusty, and the time has come for it to be broken up. Usually, I remember when Pep Guardiola won last season, for instance. I think people were saying he's not bought enough players in or something like that because there doesn't seem like there's enough competitiveness in the City squad. Well, it's looking similar in the Liverpool squad now. They probably didn't freshen up enough in the summer. I know Thiago came in and Jota came in, but they've both been injured most of the time. But it's the same 11 nearly, the same 11 players that are playing, and they probably need someone else pushing them for those positions because they're not bringing it right now. And no. We know Liverpool need a defender. I think Fabinho's doing a brilliant job at centre-back, but the front players are actually the problem at the moment. It's because Liverpool can't score that they're not winning matches.
Luke, for me, I don't know if we'll see. I don't think we're going to see much transfers from any Premier League club this January. We're already at the midway point of the window. Does Klopp look into any transfers at all to improve things? Because I'll say this now. Liverpool defensively today, I thought did a great job, but just nothing really much happened up front. The spark just wasn't there, and it wasn't. As a United fan, it didn't feel like you were threatening us at all. In a way, it didn't feel like a nerve-wracking game.
Liverpool should be doing business in January. I just don't think FSG are going to dip their hands in the pocket because obviously they've got a plan for the summer. They've got targets, but I know Liverpool are looking at Upamecano, Konate is long-term targets, but Leipzig aren't going to sell in January because we're playing them in the Champions League.
Yeah.
We've been linked with Botman from Lille, Eder Militao on loan. The Militao one looks like it could be gathering up some pace to leave on loan with an option to buy, which would be a good bit of business. But even attackers, you got Memphis Depay, who's available for $5 million. Are you telling me Memphis Depay wouldn't do a job for Liverpool? Obviously, he played for United, but I don't think players really care about where they've played before. I think wherever.
I think if it was, it wouldn't be a direct transfer, but if it's
but I just feel like Liverpool need to do business. I just got a feeling that they won't do any business, and then they're just gonna. It's gonna be really frustrating because this league is there for the taking. It's there for whoever puts together a win streak of 7 or 8 games in the Prem. They win this league.
And you said that recently as well on our channel.
It's all it's going to take. And guess who's going to do it? It's going to be City. Because City are
Who,
just...
Leicester? Yeah.
Yeah, not Leicester. No, Brendan's going to bottle it as per usual. But no, for me, City are now the favourites for the league. Like, I see a drop-off for United. I see a further drop-off for Liverpool. I reckon we're going to see Liverpool draw at least 10 games this season. It wouldn't surprise me if we draw the next few. It wouldn't surprise me if we get knocked out of the cup. I just feel like we're a bit of a slump. I think the front three will be broken up. There's no doubt about it. I think, as Joe said, Salah's, ever since that interview after the Palace game, it's been like, where's Mo?
Yeah.
Because he's not been there. Firmino's been a bit of a problem with the goal scoring, but yeah, that Jota injury sort of killed the front three's competitiveness, because now they're looking over going, what, Minamino's going to start? Not really. And this is where it's
Well, he started against Palace and did well.
Yeah, I know, but like since then, like where's he been since then? He played started against the Villa kids, and I thought he was poor. I thought the Villa kids dominated Taki Minamino, and that sort of baffles me. Going, he's not really managed him right, and like Klopp's not going to drop Mo Salah and stick Divock Origi on, is he? No, he's not. He's just not. So I don't see where he's going to go unless he's going to splash money. And I know January is a really difficult market to get in a certain targets that Liverpool are linked with, such as probably Sancho, Haaland and Mbappe. They're probably Liverpool's attacking options unless there's someone that I'm completely missing. But you're not going to get any of them in January. So it's like Liverpool must be thinking either we're going to try and win the league or we're going to try and stay top four,
Seb,
which I think is lack of ambition.
Seb, I think before we finish up, as a United fan, my main concern is not getting goals. The Burnley game, a scrappy goal, it was needed to win the game. One goal was enough. But then the Wolves game, it had to be a last-minute deflection off Rashford, and then it took a penalty to beat Villa. From United as well, look, it's easy to take positives and say we got something from Anfield today, but when you look forward, where are the goals going to come from?
Good question. And the shooting boots have kind of gone from United as well as Liverpool at the wrong time. If you look at Rashford, looks drained of confidence.
He does.
And United had, I think, the better chances today. When you look at Fernandes, who Alisson managed to save with his foot, then the Pogba shot that went directly on Alisson. Usually, if they all have confidence, they're probably shooting somewhere else in the goal rather than just firing at a goal. And Martial, who's not doing anything off the ball, not doing anything with the ball. Cavani, not playing enough probably to have an impact. And Greenwood, who isn't playing enough either. It's starting to slowly become worrying that all United strikers are lacking a lot of confidence. It will come, but the dip in confidence right now has probably come at a bad time.
Yes, it'll be interesting. There's still plenty of games to go, but that was probably
I think it's a tough next match against Fulham that United have got.
Yeah, that's in midweek as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's a really tough match for them. So it's not a given.
Interesting. It'll be, and Fulham did well against Chelsea. They only lost 1-0 as well at home. And they got a result against Liverpool. Down to 10 men. Yeah, very interesting indeed.